Hi everybody! Today I am going to be making a video that will be released in months from now. I'm going to release this after my wedding so that there is no spoilers, but I wanted to kind of show you all the decorations I've had so far for my wedding. I think this is super fun. They're all over the place right now. I'm in my PJs. Don't care. I'm going to show you everything that I have so far that is worth showing you, and I want just kind of maybe give some inspiration for those who are planning weddings themselves. I'm going to go ahead and start with my welcome signs for both my shower and my wedding. My mom has really been the biggest help throughout this process as far as decorations go, and she has really been just putting her work, herself, her passion into this as well to kind of help me, and I could never be more grateful. This is the welcome sign she helped me create for the bridal shower. So what she did is she stenciled using a Cricut machine these letters so that they were more perfect, and then she painted with like a chalk paint in the background before all this using the like a tan cream color, and then she painted the flowers on. And then so that's the shower one, and then she also did the wedding one, which is very similar but slightly different. This one has everything the same except it says the wedding, and it also has flowers that are a little different with a heart in the middle. What this is different for is because when I sent my invitations out, they actually had a flower that looked just like this with the dark purple inner part, and then also the heart, just to kind of say like, this is what we're doing, this is the wedding, and we are together now. Okay, let's talk centerpieces. So I have, like I said, my shower and my wedding coming up. So for my shower, my mom and I both kind of like made this. So they came, when you see in here, they're like a little crystallized, excuse my nails, gold in the inside. That's what it looked like on the outside. She spray painted a cream color around it. We put the love letters on here and then the ribbons. We were gonna put succulents in here, but we have yet to do that. We have to do something else for the middle of it. And then I think we're giving these away as gifts for our shower. There's quite a few of them, and they'll also make for great centerpieces at the shower. As far as the wedding goes, I have multiple centerpieces. I did this because I wanted them to have a variety. There are some people that do the exact same centerpiece for each table, which is fine. It's just up to your preference. I wanted to do a little bit different. So my theme overall is like a mystical, whimsical theme. It kind of just goes for like a fairy tale feel and very earthy. So that's just what I wanted to go for. I got these at Hobby Lobby, and the first one is this. It's like a little, she has these little things that keep coming out. That's not meant to do that. I'm gonna put that back in there. But it's this like little lantern thing, and when the lights are dimmed, we have a small candle light in there that is a fake light, and we're gonna turn those on, turn the switch on for those, and it'll be lit and it'll be pretty. And that's the first one. The second one is a rustic box carton. This one is just got that more natural, earthy feel to it, and it still has the lavender sticking out. Oh, I forgot to mention that. It's a lavender theme color plus cream, so it's like all a mixture of that. And she just put this together as an extra centerpiece. I love this one. This is a time clock with a little bird's nest at the bottom, it seems like, and then some lavender sticking out. We got this from Hobby Lobby, and I love it because these centerpieces, my mom can have a couple for her house, I can have a couple for mine, and some of the most important people that may want one can have one. And the back of the clock is just so beautiful. I had to show you. Then we also got these really pretty birch-like candles, and you could just put a couple candles and they actually do light up, and they're fake candles, but just side by side to give an earthy feel. And what we want to do with these things, we have some butterflies as well that we want to put in there. And then we got the glitter butterflies, but we also have other butterflies over here. Like I said, this whole room is filled with decorations. We also have these more natural looking butterflies that we want to do something with as well. So one of the biggest parts of a wedding is to try to find the best budgeting decoration deal you can get. And sometimes, like in my situation, you'll have friends or family members that actually get married before you, and that's a good thing because you're able to kind of borrow certain things as you please. And my great friend Sarah, I've talked about her before, she's been in videos before. She got married in February, and I was told that I can borrow anything I'd like for decorations, so I did, and I'm going to show you what I got. This is a beautiful decoration. It stands up and it's in the shape of a heart, and I just love it because it's a great decoration to have for your ceremony to make them feel more as one, especially if families they don't know each other very well, or a lot of them haven't met each other, so they just can kind of socialize and come together as one. That's what a wedding's all about, too. She also let me borrow a card box, and I'm going to use this one for my bridal shower. It's just easier and more accessible, which I'll show you my actual wedding card box. It's pretty big, totally non-traditional. Again, from Hobby Lobby. Most of these things were from Hobby Lobby, and I recommend Hobby Lobby and Michael's for decorations all day. That and Amazon were my key people to buy from. She let me, since it's an earthy feel, borrow all these just leafy garlands, and I'm sure I'll do something with them. I was like, yes, I'll take those. Yes, I'll borrow those. Thank you so much. This I love. This is perfect for a ceremony, and I'll explain why. So it says, if you can't read it, welcome to our unplugged wedding. Thank you for coming to share our special day. Please keep your cameras and cell phones put away. And the reason being is because actually even at Sarah's wedding, multiple phones went off, and she even had the sign out, and also the officiant said something, and still yet 2 people's phone went off. And I don't want that to happen, but I'm sure that there's kinks in every wedding, and I can't control if it does or not, but I will have that out so people will have been warned. And then the final thing, there is one more thing that she gave me other than this, but I'm going to show you towards the end because it's just too massive. This is a beautiful wrought iron stand, and it's just for a menu. It actually comes out, and I don't know if you can see, there you go. It will stand up for you, and I can put the menu of what I'm having for my food at the reception on here, and I think that's a great addition because it gives people the ability to kind of, if they don't really know what they're eating, kind of see exactly what it is and what to expect. Okay, now I'm going to show you guys a couple of the more detailed decorations, things that you may not even consider when thinking about what you need for decorations. So this one you absolutely don't have to do, especially if you're not a fan of social media, but I am. I decided that because I have pretty much every platform of social media you can even think of, I wanted to incorporate that for my friends who are about the same age and pretty much with it on that. So I went on Snapchat and I put 2 filters and 2 lenses on there that had the hashtag Once Upon a Woodson, so that people could use the hashtag, post and take pictures with it, and then it's easily found because you're using that hashtag. Same for Instagram. So I said, and I made this myself, I hand wrote it myself with the marker for this, help us capture the love. I used our hashtag on Instagram, which if you want to, like I said, by now I will have been married, so I'm keeping this video in lax until I do get married. So if you want to check out what pictures were at my wedding, go ahead and look at the hashtag. And then the Snapchat filter we use is the same thing, Once Upon a Woodson. And I just love this because it gives people the ability to use those social media platforms while they're at the wedding. The next couple things are just a couple small signs that I got. This one, and mind you, these are all from Hobby Lobby. It stands up and it says, Happily Ever After. I know you guys saw that on the picture for the intro. This one just says Mr. and Mrs. Woodson. I mean, Mr. and Mrs. Yeah, it's Woodson. But maybe this will go at the head table right in the middle. I'm not sure, but it's useful to have. This is so sweet because my little brother is going to be the ring bearer at the wedding, and I found this and I was like, I have to get it. So it's a little box that says, and the two become one. And when you open it, let me move this. It says Mr. and Mrs. and it's got slots to put your rings in. So that way he can carry this down the aisle with him and it's just easy for him. I also got this little pin that says ring security, and he can just put that right on his tux. And I thought that was just the cutest little addition to kind of make him feel special, and it will look just so adorable, I'm sure. Okay, these are kind of a necessity, but everybody's different. So I put a cards and gifts and a matching guest book sign so that when I have tables out, they kind of know, especially because my card box is totally, like I said, untraditional, and maybe people may not know at first what it even is. So cards and gifts is a good thing to know where to put the gifts at and stuff, and guest book is a good idea because it's a book, so you want people to kind of notice, hey, I should probably sign that. This is my guest book. As you can see, I'm following the same theme as far as font goes, and also just that wood rustic look. So it's just like a simple guest book. Again, I got this at Hobby Lobby, and you know, you put your date, place, and time, and then in here, everybody's name and address. That makes it easier for you when you're sending back thank you cards. If people's addresses have changed since you got them in the first place, I know for me, I did my planning way in advance, so I got addresses. People changed, people moved, people got in divorces, people got broken up, and that was one of the issues of planning so soon. So anyway, it's a good idea to have a guest book. I also have, this is something else small that I borrowed from Sarah, but she gave me this little bloom bucket, which I thought was pretty. It's rustic. I'm sure I can do something with it. I had, my cousin Lauren is a bridesmaid in the wedding. I was gonna have her be classified as the flower girl / junior bridesmaid, but I actually decided to just make her a junior bridesmaid and kind of include her a little bit more into the wedding. Same with my brother, he was gonna be an usher, but then I changed it to just being a groomsman, and I ex-nayed ushers out. So things can change and people just need to adjust. I also got, I have 3 of these. Like I said, the theme is lavender. I've got a lot of burlap going on. This is rustic. And so I figure a couple of these wouldn't hurt, especially because there's gonna be standing tables where people will kind of casually, you know, rest on during cocktail hour, and they're gonna put their cocktails on there, and it'll just be a nice centerpiece to make it look better. So for the head table, I got 2 of these. They're kind of heavier, so I'm not gonna carry them both, but these are gonna go for the head table at like the ends. I think there's a great addition to it. Again, the lavender theme, and it's just beautiful. I'm gonna have this in my house after, and they're faux, fake flowers, so you don't have to worry about the keep up. I got these. They actually light up. Again, Hobby Lobby, $3 each. So you put batteries in the back of them, and they're just signs and arrows to point where things might be. And I thought that was just cute to have anyway. And then for my bridal shower, I have a honeymoon fund where people can put money in there for you. I am going on a honeymoon, so I wanted to give myself the accessibility of maybe people wanting to give me some money for excursions and stuff like that. Just makes it easier. I loved this idea for a just a cute little addition at the shower. So again, all of this is Hobby Lobby. This stands up and comes out. It's not working. Okay, there we go. Like this, it's a little canvas, and I said, date jar, share your best date idea for the Mr. and Mrs. And what I did is I also incorporated a mason jar and popsicle sticks. It's actually wax sticks for me, but they're gonna put Sharpies on the popsicle sticks and stick them in here. And that's just a really cool thing to kind of look over after and do the date ideas. And I might share them with you guys later. And then for the final small detail decorations before I get to the bigger, more important ones, is this. Again, it stands up. And I love this one because it talks about a fairy tale, and it's just perfect for the theme. Okay, finally for my card box. This is heavy and big, so prepare to watch. It is this giant lantern. My mother bought this for me again at Hobby Lobby, and I love it because it's something that I can keep in my house forever. Now, am I expecting this many cards to fill up this entire thing? Absolutely not. It's basically over half of me, so no, I'm not expecting that. But the reason that I say it's a great card box is it opens up at the top, and we're gonna prop this up and have the sign indicating that this is a card box, and people will just stick the cards in there, and it's just perfect. So now I'm going to talk about pictures and ideas for scrapbooks. I have 2 different scrapbooks. I did a completely filled family tree, family memory scrapbook, and this one I wanted to incorporate pictures of, if I could, everybody that was coming, and a little bit of me and him. So just a little preview. That is him and I when we were little, and us my freshman year for prom. And then I just I put pictures of people that I love, people that are coming to the wedding, and people that are really super important to us, so that way they got pictures in here as well. Boy, do I love this. So sweet. That's just, it's a personal thing that people can look back on and during cocktail hour give them something to do. This one is simply just filled with AJ and I, and now I created this for him for Christmas, and it was a super emotional one because we had, like I said last year, we had moved into our first home, we got our first dog, and it's just been a complete process and just new thing for us. So I started from the beginning when we first started dating all the way to, and I didn't fill it all the way, but this was our engagement photo shoot, so I did some pictures of that in there. Oh yeah, this is when we first got our house, and this is us getting the keys to it. And then I also incorporated our animals, and at the end, she's so much bigger now, but that's when she was a puppy. At the end I said that we have room for more memories in the making. Our life journey has only just begun. And so I'm going to just share this with everybody at the wedding because I thought it was pretty appropriate. This is my seating chart frame board. This is something that I borrowed from Sarah herself. Oops, you can see some flowers there. It goes down pretty far, but it's humongous. And I just wanted to peep me in the background. I just wanted to show you guys this because it was a cool idea. What we did with this, it was a frame, and then we put burlap with staple guns on the inside of it so that we could wrap it around. And then I took a very long piece of paper, I folded it in half, I labeled the tables, and I hand wrote each person, and then clipped it onto there. Going along with the pictures that I had, I also created another frame with the burlap, and I added burlap lights on there with pictures of AJ and I. This will go at the table that has the scrapbooks so that they know, hey, this is the picture table. The final thing I want to show you all is my flowers, because my mom handmade these. They're fake flowers, but this is my bouquet, and it is mostly lavender purple colors, but she put the burlap bow on there. She put the little gemstone. She put a butterfly on there. And the little video she sent me when she made this was so sweet. She was like, I put a butterfly on there because you're my butterfly. And it's just so sweet. She always called me her flower girl, and I can't wait to walk down the aisle and become Mrs. Woodson. The flowers, if you were wondering what my girls' flowers look like, they're all the same. They're just a little bit smaller, and they have mainly white or cream colors in there. And this is just a very simple, elegant, perfect look for them. Thank you everyone for watching this. If you have any questions for me about where I got any of my specific decorations or how much things might be, let me know in the comments below, or you can direct message me on my Instagram. My handle is SassyAriana, And I love anything to do with wedding planning. Now that my wedding will, not now, but once this video is up, my wedding will be over. So I have a lot of free time freed up to be able to help others with their weddings or questions that they have. Wedding planning is so stressful, but actually once you get most of the bulk of it over with, it just is a wonderful ride. And I think being able to do it so far away and have a lot of time for myself gave me the ability to reflect on what else I have to do and really enjoy the moment. And I think that's the most important part. Again, thank you so much for watching. Please subscribe to my channel if you haven't already, and I'll see you next week.